Hi there, my name's Melissa, and I'm hoping we can have some fun together being creative at home. My easy holiday craft project is called Button Tree, and I'll be using materials that I found around the house. So, materials that you're going to need are colored paper or cardboard. So I have some nice sort of cardstock colored paper to choose from. You'll need scissors so that we can cut that paper if needed. You'll need a pencil so that we can draw the shape of the tree. And you'll need some glue. So I have white glue. You can use glue stick, but the white glue tends to work a little bit easier. And lastly, we need buttons. Oh, so many great buttons. So over time, I've collected up these buttons. Sometimes when I get a new shirt and it has a button on the inside of it, I'll slip it off and put it in my button box. All right, so let's get going. Okay, I'll put this aside. Okay, so I'm going to use like a half size piece of paper instead of a big one, because I'm going to make kind of a smaller size button tree. And I'm going to choose red because it's up to the holiday season and I'd like to have some Christmas theme. Okay, so now let's draw the shape of the triangle for the tree. So I'm going to draw a triangular shape. Try using up the whole piece of paper when you're drawing your triangle. And I'm going to draw a little stem here for the base. Now that might be a little bit light for you to see, so maybe I'll draw this in marker so that you can see it a bit better. So, oh, did that make any difference? I think that made a little bit so that it could stand out a little bit better for you. All right. All right, now here's the fun part. We get to pick some buttons. So I'm gonna choose, oh, that's a crazy one. I'm gonna choose some buttons to fill in my tree. So I like a nice big one at the top. That's kind of like my show piece. And I'll just find a different assortment of shapes and colors. This is the fun part about, oh, it's a good white one, about picking through my buttons, is using them in assortment. I'm gonna dig down at the bottom because there's some good ones down there too. Oh my, look at this fluorescent pink one. That's really fun. That was fun. And like, can you believe that I actually found a square one? How does that work out? Ha, so funny. All right, I'm going to start gluing, and I'm going to work with the system. So I think I'm going to glue from the bottom up and work my way up. So I'll start with this funny little square. And yeah, and I'm not going to worry about the white glue showing because the beauty of white glue is that it dries clear and it doesn't show at all. Like I have an example of the other one I did earlier, and you can see how it dries pretty clear so that you can't see it at all. All right, so I'm going to continue gluing, so give me a moment. Well, I think I'm almost done. So I just need to check to make sure I haven't missed any, that I've glued them all. Oh, I did, I missed one here. I gotta make sure I glue them all down, or afterwards they'll fall off. I have a little space, so maybe I could fill up some of those little spots. A little glue here and a little glue there. So I'll put this little guy. And now I need to quickly find another little guy. Here we go. And I can't resist. That's a good one. I can't resist. I think I need to put one right in the center of my big one to showcase it a little bit more. Bip. Move it around, move it around. Voila! There we go. So I just wanted to show you different ways on how you can glue your buttons down. Different buttons you can choose. Now, hey, if you don't have any buttons, maybe you have like sequins at home, so you can do sequins for yours. Or maybe you have little pine cones or Cheerios. There's so many different things that you can do and glue down for your button tree. Here's the button tree that I made earlier that is done and dried. So you can see how the glue all dries clearly. So what color button tree are you going to choose from? Thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you again on one of my other creative projects. Ciao!